Cordell alone. First off, I got an unpopular opinion. I'm sorry, I don't care what y'all say. I do not like Leah. Leah gives energy. That is a controlling, psychotic, delusional, attached, clingy ass bitch. I do not care what nobody say. I am so happy Rob did what was best for him tonight. Because I'm trying to figure out why everybody on Leah's side when she known that man like literally 24 seconds and she was already on his body. She was already ready to shoot down with her laser beam eyeballs and stab it down in the night over him. I'm trying to figure out what are y'all loving so bad? It's giving y'all psychotic in real life. Like, I'm trying to figure out how everybody went from the first episode not liking her to all of a sudden y'all love her. Y'all loving Leah down. Y'all love the psychotic behavior. Because on the first episode, I remember within the first 5 minutes, she kissed Rob, and then afterwards when Janae wanted to kiss him, she was ready to go up over him. She was making faces. She was talking to Hannah on the side. I don't like that. You barely know that man's name. You barely know Janae's name. You barely know your name. You barely know who you want. But you already trying to claim this man as yours. That is not your nigga. Like, oh my God. And if somebody trying to come in the comments saying like, oh, I don't think she's that bad, like it's just an edited show, I'm so sorry. The way that Nicole was stuttering when she had to explain to her and Rob kissed on that date told me everything I needed to know. That means that girl is times 10 psychopath in that villa for real. For what we seeing is level 1. What she is in real life, level 16. Because that girl, the way that girl was stuttering and she kept saying like me and Rob, like the girl was sweating. The blonde was sweating out of her head. She was so scared of that girl Leah staring at her, and I'm sorry, she looks below smart to me. I'm sorry. Then I'm truly trying to figure out what kind of connection y'all saw between Leah and Rob in the first place, because the first conversation they ever had, nothing clicked. The girl was talking about we share a brain cell. Bitch, absolutely nothing. That's not a conversation you should have with a man. Y'all should not be sharing a brain cell. Men are less than smart. And it seems like you are too, because if you agreeing to that, something's wrong with you. So I already knew when he had that conversation with Leah, and Leah was not a baddie. I'm so sorry. Leah was not a bombshell. I'm trying to figure out why they brought her in. Leah, the face not hitting, nothing is hitting, and the attitude is funky. She's a rude, nasty individual, and that's why she looks the way she do. That's why she didn't cause up a star like she thought she was. You're not a real bombshell. You need to take notes from Nicole and Andrea, because that's how you do it. Even though we want to deny it, Rob had more energy with Leah the first conversation they had than he ever did with Leah. Let's keep it a stack. The conversations he had following that first night with Leah ain't give nothing. The connection wasn't there. But that first night, it definitely gave more than he ever gave Leah the first time they ever talked. Leah is the one that attached herself to him. Literally the first night. You know that man like 5 days and you already like, that's my man. He can't go nowhere. He can't look at nobody. He can't talk to nobody. Ain't this Love Island? Like, what are you talking about? And do you think this man went to Casa Amor last year and he ain't gonna come back this time really doing what he's supposed to be doing? I'm not finna ride it out, which I don't really want like that. And you know what? I'm trying to figure out why people don't understand the magnitude of, if you're the only person I think is sexiest in the villa and that I'm feeling the first 5 days, of course I'm on your body. You know what I mean? Like, that's me. Like, if you're the only person I find attractive like that out of all these people, I'm on your body the first 5 days. If somebody walk in and that's more me, that's more my kind, you know what I mean? That's more me on paper, I'm going for that. So I understand what Rob was saying. Like, I still think you sexiest. But when I see Andrea walk in, or what her name, Nicole? No, Andrea. When I see Andrea walk in, Miss Blonde Hair, she's a baddie. Y'all can't lie. She looks better than Leah. We're not finna compare women, but I feel like in Rob's eyes, that girl look better than Leah. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know I couldn't care less about men, but when Rob cried, I feel like that was a trauma response. And also the way that Leah constantly has to say over and over again how she feels about a situation is a trauma response as well. I feel like when Rob walked off and cried, I feel like maybe his mama or his daddy is a person that never listened to him and would talk over him and be like, but my feelings. Or maybe a sibling or a past spouse or something like that, because the way he walked off and cried, whether y'all think it was theatrical or not, because I feel like it was part theatrical, but part being dead ass, like serious. Like, he was getting so frustrated with her, because I feel like when we see scenes, like people let us say this is edited. When we see scenes, we see 2-3 minutes of it, but it be like 25, 35, maybe an hour and 25 plus minutes of going back and forth with them people. So I feel like that girl was, the way he talked, the way he was saying it, she was cutting him off. He felt like, God damn, I gotta get up, I gotta walk away, I gotta have a moment to myself. I'm gonna break down in tears. Like, this is reminding me of something. I've been there before, y'all. I remember I used to talk to this dude, and he used to always want to go back and forth with me. He would always cut me out. He would use always invalidate my feelings. And I remember it was one day we was going back and forth. I feel like it was like an hour, maybe an hour or two. And I remember in the middle of it, I dead ass was like, hold on one second. I literally walked away and cried. And when I came back, I told him, like, I think it's best if we, like, go our separate ways. And I'm so happy I did that, which is why when Rob walked back and said, I don't think it's gonna happen between us. You cut me off constantly. You never listen to me. It's always about you. You didn't even ask me my feelings when I walked off and I cried, even though I always ask about you. And I didn't even say I wanted to go over there 100% with that girl. I just told you I liked her. I'm trying to keep it 100 in a stack with you. And you still going crazy. You still going up. I was like, yeah, Rob, I'm feeling you. And y'all know I don't even like, I can't stand me. I never agree with him. But in this situation, I'm on Rob's side, and I'm sorry. And if you ask me, Nicole only acted like she was interested in Cordell because his brother is Odell Beckham Jr. Like, can't nobody tell me otherwise. Cause how you go from wanting to kiss him, saying that was the best kiss of your life, and it's so much chemistry, and you and him giggling, kiki, ka together, and then you choose Kendall at the damn recoupling. Like, let's be for real, girl. You lied. You just thought that you was gonna be able to ride it out until you was gonna meet Odell. And you know what it is? I think that not Kendall, but Cordell is playing it so cool. He's not mentioning his brother. He's not mentioning his background, no money, no none of that. And so I feel like a few of the girls is like, oh, like, girl, okay, he one of them ones that's gonna keep me from the brother. I really want to act like I with him for at least 3 months, and then when I see him, I'm gonna try to hop on the brother. It's not gonna happen. Cordell not giving that to the girls. And Serena, keep it. We don't want it. I'm sorry, but Serena gives very much, I want to chase a man. I don't care what nobody say. And I'm not going to feel bad if she goes home, because I feel like the way she slick went about it, when it came to telling him that she wasn't feeling him, it took a little minute. And I don't like that it took a little minute, because you knew from day one you didn't like that man. On day 2, you was telling everybody. On day 3, you was telling everybody. On day 4, 5, 6, he was telling everybody. You waited till a whole full 6, 7, 8 day week passed by, and then you wanted to tell Cordell, oh, I'm not feeling you. It's friendship vibes. You did us, had him stand up, give a whole encore to you with Kendall, and oh my God, you looking so bad, and you was, I'll make my own tea. That's why I'm sorry, Serena, I love you down. You're beautiful in the Manor, Devois outfits, whatever it's called. Y'all know the little brand that the ATL girlies love. I love Serena down. Beautiful girl. The looks is giving, and I'm pretty sure she's an amazing girl. I love the way she smiles. Like, her energy is so bright, but I slick just a little bit, like 25%. I don't like the way she went about the whole Cordell situation, because I feel like he's 21, he's super young, he slick, don't know no better yet. And from the way he acts, I feel like his mama sheltered him. I feel like from her experience with Odell and all the stuff he does in the NFL and the scandals and stuff like that, she sheltered her baby. And so the way that he speaks and the way he's like, he's so bubbly and so, like, I like you so much, it gives shelter. And I hate that she didn't like him, but now she's trying to say he back on her radar. Leave that boy alone. Let him go on by his business, because I feel like if you get back on him, you gonna all of a sudden not want him again. And I don't care what nobody say. I'm team Jana and Conor. When I tell you Conor wants to so bad, he wants a piece of that Debbie cake. Like, the way Conor was looking at her when she was walking up the stairs in that lingerie and that red lingerie last episode. Ooh, Conor cannot take his eyes off them 2 Debbie cakes, just bouncing that pound cake, just bink. Like, girl, and I know a lot of folks was like, oh, Janae doing too much. She's trying to hike it up in the air when he talking to Andrea or whatever. But, I mean, the girls is in the villa with nothing to do all day. They ain't got no phone. They ain't got no social media. They don't got nothing. So, I mean, like, girl, I'm bored and I see my talking to somebody else. So, of course, I'm finna toot it up and make it bounce for him. You know what I mean? So, he look at that, and Conor was absolutely looking, honey. Girl, he didn't even know what Andrea was saying. He kept saying, yeah, I totally, oh my God. Aaron, the biggest mistake you've ever made in your entire life was not standing up at the end of the episode when they had the whole recoupling thing. And I'm sorry, this goes down in Love Island history when they said stand up if you want to recouple with the bombshells. So iconic. But Aaron, why didn't you stand up? Because you have way more chemistry with the girl, what her name, Andrea, even though I feel like Aaron didn't stand up because he knew she was gonna choose Rob, but I feel like you had way more chemistry with the girl. You know what I mean? She could have possibly chose you. And the way you was speaking Spanish, I feel like we learned so much more about Aaron than the surface level stuff that he be talking about with Kayla. And Kayla, don't never wear that blush ever again. Also, I knew that girl Andrea was for Rob when he picked up that big ass spider, and she didn't flinch not once and said, "Give him to me." That's white shit. Like, right there, I can't take that. Also, Kendall, you can stop lying like you ever liked Hannah. You never did. You've been looking for a way out, and that's why you were so happy that she kissed Hakeem so you can run off into the sunset with Nicole. You fucking liar. And Hakeem, go home. You and Leah, if y'all are negative energy. And Hakeem, how you gonna say you like fair-skinned women? Send this to the house.